I know the animal lived a happy life.
Do you
So
agree with killing happy individuals?
I'd send us these creatures.
You
that
believe in
were
God?
Highly intelligent creatures who,
Yeah.
just how, it's the
Do you,
circle
do you
of
believe?
life.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in God. Yeah.
Okay. So, if God, do you think God supports this? What you're seeing on the screen?
Not that easy for me at this point in time.
You don't want to. That's the problem.
I mean,
What you're seeing right here are babies from the dairy industry. Okay. So these babies have all been removed from their mom. You know why they do that? For the milk, yeah, because the babies will drink the milk and they don't want them to, because they want humans to drink it, right? So now they're killing them because they're boys.
Right.
So they're just useless and they're killing them because they don't give milk, right?
How do
Yeah.
they kill them here?
Well, they're giving them like a stun gun to the head so that they're supposed to be unconscious.
Right.
And then they just slit their throat. Yeah. How do you feel when you see this?
Terrible.
Terrible, right?
That's insane.
Yeah, that's fucked, right? They're just killing them because they want to take the breast milk of the mother.
Like these
Yeah.
are living creatures.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. Would you say that you're against animal abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right, so recognizing that we don't support this, right? If we're against abuse.
I 100% am against this.
Yeah. So does it make any sense then, if we're 100% against this, to be paying people to do this?
Not at all.
Right. So the logical step for you then, right? If you're against this, you think it's fucked, is to stop demanding these products. To stop it to be the reason that it happens.
Stop
Right?
eating meat. Stop eating dairy.
Right. You know, you know what the word for that is?
Vegan.
Vegan, right? So according to your values and your heart, you should go vegan.
I am vegan.
Man, come on, man, you're playing with me, huh?
I'm not joking.
Yeah, I understand that you're vegan, but
Yeah,
like
you
you just
said
want to
so.
you just want to hear my spiel, right? You just want to hear what I do.
Oh,
right?
I just wanted to show these guys.
Oh, you wanted to show these guys.
Okay, let me tell you the story. Me and him came here a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And he saw this, and they gave us the link. We scanned it. And
Oh,
look,
so
I
you
watched-
already been outreached on.
we have seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone spoke to us. We wanted to show our friends.
Okay, guys, and you guys are you guys all gonna stop causing this to happen with your money?
Maybe one day.
Are you guys
I'm
gonna?
not kidding, by the way.
I understand that you're vegan. I believe you. I understand you came here to.
Like
yeah.
this is not okay. What's happening?
Yeah, man, that's awesome. You know, you should actually join us one day. We're here tomorrow too. You can just show up in black clothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you show up in black clothing and you hold the screen or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, guys, are you guys gonna stop causing this to happen with your money?
I mean, it's a complicated situation. It really is, and I totally understand. Like, I understand this side, and I understand every side, but
What is the other side? What makes it justified to do this to sentient
the other
beings?
side is, let's say, the fact that if there weren't any factories or anything else that would potentially kill those animals,
What?
and everything was less civilized and more like yeah, let's say if I wanted like to eat some meat, I would go into the wilderness with my spear and I would just hunt it by myself. Like,
That's not what we're like. We're in the city. We're in civilization.
yeah, exactly. That's,
We
that's
have-
what I'm saying.
But like I'm talking about right here, right now, in this situation, right? Do you support what they're doing? Do you think this is okay?
I mean, I definitely don't support this.
Right.
But
You're against animal abuse,
I
yeah?
am against animal abuse.
Yeah. So being against animal abuse, can you really then pay people to abuse animals for you and kill them?
Surely not. No.
So,
But
yeah, see, so in your heart, you're vegan like your friend. You have the same opinion like him in your heart. You don't want them to do this to animals. But you're paying them. That's the difference between him and you. Like he stopped paying them, and you're still paying them to kill and abuse animals.
it's true, man. I mean, I couldn't agree more. You're right. You really are. But
Well, you could agree more if you stopped doing it. Then you would agree more because you'd be aligning your actions with your opinion.
yeah, but I wouldn't want to stop eating meat.
Why not? You know what they're doing? They're sexually exploiting them. They're jerking
really?
off. They're jerking off the pigs, and they're inseminating the females so that they can eat their babies.
Yeah, I know there. I mean, I've seen this. This is all over the internet. Like, if you search for it on YouTube,
Yeah.
this immediately comes up. But it's
Right.
not shown like enough. It's not shown enough. It is there, but it's not shown enough.
Well, I mean, we're showing it to you now,
Yeah.
and you're an intelligent guy. Like you can have this conversation with me, and you said that you like meat, yeah? Yeah. But you,
Yeah.
So man, you like the pleasure of it, like it's pleasurable. But you understand the concept of getting pleasure from someone else suffering and dying?
Then the other person's dead.
Isn't that like isn't that like pretty fucked? Like getting
It is,
pleasure
but
out.
I mean, I do not agree with this, but what I do agree with is maybe if they had a more pleasurable way of, ending it for them, like quickly, where they don't feel a thing, and where the animal lives the life it should before ending up like this. So it would have a glimpse of a better life.
Let's say that you want to create this hypothetical fairy tale farm
For the animal.
where the animals are in bliss all the time.
Yeah.
If they're truly enjoying their life and having a loving relationship with a farmer or anything, how can you humanely kill them if they don't want to die? Like how can you take their life from someone who doesn't want to be killed? What if I came? Are you happy now?
Maybe, yeah.
What if I came and killed you now? You had a good life. Is that okay?
I mean, also no.
It's not okay to kill if someone.
There's never a good reason for this. But
If somebody is enjoying their life and having a good life, isn't it more cruel to kill them because you're robbing them of their happy life? Like, if your friends are happy, right? Isn't it worse to kill them because they're happy? You're taking the happy life from them. Why would you kill a happy animal? That's even more horrific.
I mean, you won there. You know what? I give it to you.
Okay,
You did
man.
it. I mean, you did it. It's all facts. All facts. Yeah.
Okay, man. So, so this is a gas chamber. This is like probably one of the most disturbing scenes. Well, I don't know, but this is disturbing. They're suffocating in there and trashing about trying to get out of there. This is the standard way of killing pigs across the Western world.
See, no, this is the worst killing way possible. Right?
What?
This is the worst killing way possible.
The industry.
I don't agree to this. I don't agree to this. But
Will you continue to pay for this though?
there's no other choice. You know, I can't find a field where I can hunt myself.
Well, you can be vegan like your friend.
You know, like,
The other choice is to be vegan like your friend.
the only choice to pay for meat now is when it's ready for you inside a plastic bag.
Yeah, but I'm telling you to stop doing that. Stop paying for the bodies of torture victims. Why will you? This not against you. It's against your values. You are eating
can't
that.
even look at it.
You can't look at it,
It's
but
really
can you eat it though?
It's hard, man. It's difficult. It's
Okay.
difficult. Really, really.
You
is.
you.
Can I play devil's advocate here?
I'm going to finish with him and then I'll talk to you. Okay. So I'll talk to you later for sure. Okay. So given that you're saying that it's hard, right? What do you think is harder? Do you think it's harder to be one of these victims, or is it harder for you to eat a vegan diet like your friend?
First of all, I don't know how the people who are working to do this,
What?
the people who do it themselves, the people who are in charge of this,
The slaughterhouse workers.
or the people who make these factories, like why don't they find any other solution to a faster way of killing so the animal won't feel the abuse?
Because it will be more expensive. They'll do it in the cheapest way.
This is the cheapest way, you think?
Yeah, this is they're doing it in the cheapest way possible. And of course they got to follow the law somehow. This is legal too. And they do it in the cheapest possible way. But you even agreed with me that if they did it in a better way, if the animal was happy, you still wouldn't support it.
Maybe I would, because I know the animal lived a happy life.
Do you
So
agree with killing happy individuals?
I agree with. Not,
If
I
we
don't,
don't
I
have-
don't agree with this, but if it comes to the animal living a better life than this, I mean, I wouldn't feel as bad for it as I know I feel. Like
You'd feel
now.
slightly less bad, but you still wouldn't.
Slightly less,
But you
it's
still wouldn't support,
it's
right?
It's so horrible, you know.
You know, eating the bodies
But
of sentient
it really
beings.
comes to the fact that if a person is willing to, let's say, kill an animal in order to eat meat, like in the old ages, man cave ages, you know, they used to hunt them themselves, like.
You know, there's a big difference. They didn't have a choice back then.
Exactly.
They
And
didn't.
we don't have a choice now.
You have a choice now. What is he doing? What is your friend doing? He has a choice. That's the point. You have a choice now. That's the point.
I didn't use my words right.
Well, you do have a choice. You're eating this. You know, to be honest, I'm going to
I
be.
don't have a choice to hunt my own.
No,
animal.
but
You
you
know,
but you have the choice to stop eating the bodies.
Stop that. Yeah.
You have the choice to stop supporting this. To stop. You can eat a plant-based diet like your friend. Okay. And I mean, you have the choice to stop eating the literal bodies of torture victims. That's what your choice is. Just like him. You know.
Everything you're saying is right, man. I totally agree, man.
Yeah, but you don't agree. You don't agree until you've lived that.
Devil's advocate. You know
Because right now, your mouth is saying one thing, and with your actions, you're still making this happen with your money. So it's like lip service right now. It's like saying, I'm really against racism, and then you're going out and like beating people of other races or something. That is what you're doing. You're paying lip service, and you're not changing your actions. So I will commend you when you live what you say. When these words that you have told me, when you do like your friend.
When I take an act.
When you act. Like I don't care if you say like I'm against this, I'm against that, you're right, this and that. That's all lip service. I will appreciate it. Animals will appreciate it when you stop abusing them. When you stop paying people to abuse them. So that's what I'm hearing. Like, I think you have it in you to go vegan because I can tell that you
Empathy for those animals. Yeah.
and basic respect, right? Like just not hurting them. Like it doesn't take much to just leave them alone, right? Not even asking you necessarily to, well, it would be great, but at the first step, it's not about you coming here and being an activist or something. At the first step, it's just leave them alone.
You know when they'll leave the animals alone?
What, you?
Find a way, the factories.
I'm not asking about the factories, I'm asking about you. When will you leave the animals alone? The factories may do this for a long time. I'm asking you to not pay them, for you to not support the factory, for you to not pay for the factory. So when the factories will, we don't know. When will you leave them alone? You can right now. You can say right now, I have a friend who's vegan. He's no longer abusing animals. I don't want to abuse animals. Because in your heart, you don't want to. You don't want to pay them to put these chickens up by their legs, send them into a death factory to have their head cut off after a life of suffering. Why would you pay for that? Why would you eat that when you don't support it? It's like you're literally putting something into your body and paying for something that you think is horrible. Can you know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I see know where this is coming from.
You say you like meat, right? You like the pleasure of meat.
The nutrients,
You get the nutrients from other places, you know that, right?
not as. If you try really hard, then.
Yeah, it's not that hard actually. He can tell you all about it. You replace the nutrients with something else. You find out how it's just you eat a varied diet with legumes and vegetables and even meat alternatives or whatever. It's not that hard. You can make that happen. So in the end, why do we do that? For taste?
I mean, giving it a try would be see at least how this goes. Would at least be the most of it, you know.
Yeah, you.
I know. I mean, like my friend did it. Like I know it's possible.
And in 2023, it's not even hard. Like lots of people are vegan. Like it's not even hard. You just replace the animal products with other options. It's actually like you just go to the supermarket and you buy something else. You go to the restaurant and you buy something else. Because otherwise, you're literally look at her. She doesn't want to die. Like she's innocent. She's defenseless, and they're just shooting her in the head and slitting her throat because people have this preference. They want to eat animals.
That gun makes them unconscious.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to, because they're shooting her so that her brain hopefully stops working, and then they're gonna slit her throat. But the problem is like 1 time out of 10, this doesn't work properly, and the animal is conscious while they're slitting her throat. Yeah. So it's like, what I'm talking to you about here, it's not a trivial issue, right? It's a literal abuse and violence towards the innocent. Yeah. Like, why don't you, like, I mean, you seem unsure, like, honestly. Tell me what you're unsure about, like, completely honestly.
About what?
You're not telling me right now. Like, you might go from here and continue to cause this. You don't seem determined. You seem like you're unsure. And I want to know what is holding you back. What are you unsure about?
I don't know, like.
Something in you is doubting. I want to know.
I think it's an identity thing. I think it is like really
Yeah.
depends on the person. Like if he's willing to, let's say like in the old days, let's say if a man is willing to hunt down his prey, or he's feeling something for it, like.
Yeah, but you're talking about a complete hypothetical. You're not in the old days. You're not in nature. You don't hunt.
Yeah, it's not happening. This is happening.
This is what you're talking about. Look at this. This is what's happening. They're dragging like thousands there are millions maybe, like individuals out of their habitat to kill them. This is the fur industry. I'm sure you like This is easier for people to give up because they don't even like fur. But it's just a pleasure thing. People wear fur for pleasure.
Pleasure. For
And they
feeling
eat,
your
they,
wealth.
huh? Yeah, and they eat flesh for pleasure, because it's just as necessary, right? So, but like you're unsure because of the, what if you were in the old times thing? Like if
No,
you were like,
it's not only that. It's just in general. Like I think humans were meant to eat the meat. And the fact that
meant by whom?
I don't know, just
By
meant
God, by nature?
God sent us these creatures.
You
and
believe in
we're
God?
Highly intelligent creatures who, you know,
Yeah.
just how, you know, it's the
Do you,
circle
do you
of
believe?
life.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in God. Yeah.
Okay. So, if God, do you think God supports this? What you're seeing on the screen? Do you think God thinks this is good? He should be causing this to happen?
I mean, if Adam and Eve allowed themselves to do the same thing to creatures, not as a factory, but as killing. What
Like,
you're talking about killing.
Adam and Eve were vegan in the Garden of Eden. You know that, right?
They're vegan.
And then when they
I
sinned,
mean,
they
there are
started
the
eating.
fruits, right? But then there's a bunch of animals as well.
After they sinned, they started doing that.
After they ate the apple, right?
Yeah, and then in the garden they were innocent. They didn't eat animals. And then when they became sinful, they started doing this. Well, they didn't even do this actually. This is like some modern horrible thing.
Yeah, this is the modern day.
Do you think God supports this? Is this like something God wants us to do, to support this abuse that's going
Not
on?
in this way.
In this way at all?
Not
No.
in this way.
No. And even then, like, if God intended animals for us for food, right? Why would He make them with a brain, with a nervous system, to suffer, to be scared? Why would He make them to want to avoid hunters? Why would He make them afraid? When you shoot an animal and you miss, they're terrified and they want to run away. If God wants us to eat animals, why did He make them with a brain, with a nervous system, with feelings? Why would He make complex, delicate beings for us to kill if they're just meant? What if God made their animals to be there for their own reasons? You can't know that He's intended. Why? Plants seem reasonable. He made them for food, fruits, legumes. Why would He make this delicate little creature for us to abuse? Doesn't sound very godly. Yeah. So in your heart, you seem clearly to have respect for animals. You don't want to harm them if you don't have to, and you don't. So why don't you just, given that you have a vegan heart, clearly, you don't like to cause animals unnecessary harm. Because you know what veganism is, right? It's just saying, I don't want to unnecessarily harm and exploit animals. That's all veganism is. In all situations where you can avoid it, you opt not to harm and exploit animals. That's all. And it aligns with yours. So why don't you just say, I'm against unnecessary animal abuse. I'll stop it. That's what going vegan means. You can just do that. You can just say you go vegan. You already have one friend who does it. You just join him and you say, I'm vegan now.
That easy, but not that easy for me currently at this point in time.
You don't want to. That's the problem.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to. Just
If you wanted to, you'd do it.
might not be ready for it enough to let go of that part of the thing I need currently.
What you want to let go of is eating the bodies of torture victims. That's what you're struggling to let go of. So I mean, I wouldn't say I don't believe that you like saying that you're not ready or whatever. I'm just saying you don't want to. There's something in you just holding back. I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. I don't know as well. But if you do it, you know, like, it's complicated. I can't. I don't know. I don't have the answers for anything, for everything. But that's how it is currently.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I don't know what it is either, because you don't know. Just remember that until the day you go vegan, you're the reason these animals are suffering and dying. These are the resources you need if you ever go vegan, and you got your friend. Yeah. What? What? You want card? Yeah, you can have one. Did you have something you wanted to ask?
Nah, it's fine.
I answered it already, huh? You can take cards if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And just remember, all of you, until the day you go vegan, you're responsible for this.
Where's your shirt from?
It's just a standard black shirt.
So it was probably produced in Asia by underpaid workers, child laborers?
Well, I bought it secondhand.
Oh, you bought it second? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
man.
good.
Yeah, man.
At least that.
Yeah, man. And even if I did, even if I bought a new shirt,
I mean, that's the same logic, right?
well, yeah, and then you could tell me I shouldn't buy that shirt, and you'd be absolutely right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't justify for you to harm animals.
No, that doesn't.
If I'm doing something wrong, it doesn't mean that you can do something wrong.
It doesn't, no.
So
But then
I would be a hypocrite. Like
Yeah.
if I'm buying bad things and then telling you not to, I'm a hypocrite.
I mean, I'm not telling you not to be vegan, right?
Right, but But obviously, because it's just like I'm not abusing animals. Why would you tell me not to do that?
Yeah.
But I mean, even if I had a bad action, I bought a shirt that was made by abusive conditions.
It's not leading to the deaths of hundreds of billions of animals every single year.
What?
It's not leading to the death and torture of 100
No, but
billion.
let's say
also,
let's say you grant him that it's wrong to buy shirts from industry. Let's say you grant him that. You can make a discussion that if you boycott all the poor countries, they're going to be even worse off, right? That's an argument.
yeah,
But I wouldn't want to boycott. Like the reason China has a huge middle class now is because of the factories. So, but let's say you.
Yeah, boycotting is not the best.
Let's say that you grant that you should boycott them. It still doesn't justify for you to abuse animals, even if you're right about the shirt. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
have a good day, guys.